DJ Nova Fresh.
And I am your boy A Brody, and this is
Lightning Strike, you heard me? Lightning Strike. We're going to give you week 14 recap. Chargers versus the Chiefs, man. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff,
a
man.
lot of good stuff. A lot
A
of
lot
good
of good
stuff.
stuff, man. But let's jump right into it, Brody. My bad. Brody, you got anything you want to say?
We'll get to it, man. Let's dive right into it, man. We got no time to waste. It's a interesting week of Chargers football, so let's talk about it.
All right. Let's get started with the recap, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's go and get started, brother. So what you got? What do you think about the game?
So first and foremost, we're playing the Chiefs in Kansas City. You know what I mean? Say what you will, refs, whatever. All things considered, a very winnable game for us.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I think my initial thoughts is first half was a wash. You know what I mean? I think we abandoned our run game way too quickly, and we just couldn't move the ball entire first half.
We pretty much abandoned the run game altogether.
Yeah,
It was it
definitely.
was they end up with 24 carries for
Mm-hmm.
94 yards.
Yep.
10 of that was with Gus. He got 36. And I thought they were running the ball very well.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were actually running the ball very well. I had Gus Edwards had, and like they kind of got into the zone, and I think we just, like you said, we just abandoned it way too early in the game, man. Way too early in the game, and it's like
Definitely.
you think about it. I don't think based on the initial score, I think they panicked.
Mm-hmm.
I think they panicked. That's why they got rid of it.
Just lost our patience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're pretty methodical on most days, and I just think after that second Kansas City field goal, it was like we got to do something
Mm-hmm.
to respond. But yeah, getting back to totality of everything. First half was a total wash. So it was really a tale of two halves, man, for us. We came back, kind of got back to what we do, Chargers football, running the ball, and it paid dividends immediately. Um, was able to put points on the board quickly. We back in the game. We got the lead. Now it's a ball game.
Yeah.
Uh, and you got to beat the Chiefs.
You said it. You said it. You have to beat them, and we lost the first half, man. And like playing the Chiefs, you have to damn near play your best football, and you have to punish them. You gotta blow them out. There's no letting it linger around, letting them muddle around. You have to execute. And it was some plays, man, that we could have we could have scored in the first half.
Yeah,
Palmer wide
definitely.
open,
Yeah.
wide open. He dropped
Ah.
the he dropped a bomb. He dropped a bomb, and it was what I said last show. Just keep running. You can't
Mm-hmm.
outrun a Bear's arm. You cannot outrun his arm. You're never going to outrun his arm. Just run as fast as you can. He's going to get it there.
Just
He's
for the
going to get it there.
people, you know what I'm saying, the listeners, the subscribers, can you explain why you call this man A Bear
Hey,
when
I'm
when
from
when
Louisiana.
when
I'm
everybody else call him Justin Herbert?
I'm from Louisiana, and his name is A Bear. I don't know why they call him Herbert, but his name
Oh.
is A Bear, Justin A Bear. In Louisiana, he's an A Bear.
Hey, let us know how y'all feel about how we pronouncing the Herbert A Bear thing in the comments for listeners, viewers. You know what I'm saying? Let us know who is doing it right. Maybe DJ Nova is on to something. You know what I mean? Maybe the down south in him is got the
I'm
uh,
telling you, man, it's A Bear.
the pronunciation of this
put
man's
him
name.
you put him in front of anybody walking down the street, they're gonna be like, "Hey, A Bear."
But
That's what they
back
gonna
to
call
it.
it. But
back
yeah, man, it was it surprising, man. Some hands showed up though.
Look, I mean, we got a lot to get to. We was very
Yeah.
very critical last week of a lot of different players, but some people definitely did show up, and like I said, we talking about a game that was very winnable.
Hmm.
Even despite all the injuries and things that we had going on, very winnable game. But you have to win it. You can't rely on the refs or rely on the Chiefs to let you off the hook. You know they do have a all pro, all worldly quarterback in Patrick Mahomes that rarely makes mistakes in these moments. So you really got to take it to him.
And I think when we woke up in the third quarter and we started playing Charger football,
Hmm.
I think that was a good turning point, and we finally showed what we're capable of doing. But I think it was a little too late. I don't. I won't say too late. It was some scores, possessions too late.
Hmm.
We were like, I would say two possessions too late,
For sure.
because if you give us two extra possessions, they're done. We seal the game. We put them away.
Hmm.
We put them away. But I go back to the first half when Palmer dropped that deep ball. I just said that's the game, because you don't get too many of those opportunities, and when you get those opportunities against the Chiefs, you have to you got to beat the Chiefs and the refs. I hate to say it.
You plan a lot going to I mean one and you playing Kansas City in Kansas City. It's
Yes,
a lot going
a
on.
lot of black magic and a lot of
Yeah.
rough voodoo.
A lot of sorcery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that to me that was, besides Dicker um kicking at the end and spotting the Chiefs the ball at the 40.
Mhm.
And I think they said he kicked the top of the football, and that's not normal for him. He kicked the top of the football, so he didn't land in the landing zone, which put them at the 40
Yeah.
versus the 30. And like if you give him Holmes any kind of help, he already don't need help.
Mm-mm.
So if you give him help, it's just making it more easier for him. And I think that right there was the turning point of the game. Outside of, for me, outside of Palmer dropping that deep ball,
Mhm.
the Dicker's kick at the last after we scored, I think that was it. The kickoff. You
For sure.
spotted them 10. You spotted them 10 yards. People will be like, "Oh, it's just 10 yards." Nah, we
Not with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and Andy Reid.
yeah,
Because we saw in a two sets of. I mean, we gonna get to breaking it all the way down, but in reality, two third downs converted, and we're in field goal or they're in field goal range. Um,
and and one more when I don't think Bosa was offsides. I don't know. Maybe my camera angle was wrong, but he didn't even jump that far to be outside. He didn't even move. He literally jumped in spot.
and if we gonna call it on Bosa, there were several times
Yes.
where Chiefs offensive line possibly could have been false start. We turned a blind eye to that. You know what I mean?
We always will. It's the Chiefs.
yeah,
Like
it's a lot going on. So again, it's like you really got to take advantage of everything and take it to these cats because with any simple mistake, it yields in points a win or whatever the scenario is for
yeah,
them. They've shown it week in, week out. You know what I mean? We are yet another victim to the sorcery that's been the season for the Chiefs this year.
bro, it was catastrophic, bro.
But
It was catastrophic. I just wanted to, when the refs called that, I just wanted to go.
Boy, if you don't get
As soon as I was like, when they did the replay and he was just stuck in spot, I was like, he didn't even go nowhere.
yeah, that was wild. That was wild. It's
But
for sure.
but what's your final thoughts on this, man? What's your final thoughts on this?
Final thoughts is just um, obviously, we said it last week. You got to go, especially playing in Kansas City. You got to go in there and beat them. They're not gonna fold under the pressure. And once you just really get into a lot of the statistical things, we was pretty similar. We talking making a few more plays than we did, which was the game. We'll get to it, breaking down a little bit of the stats and stuff like that. But all the things, football numbers wise, was pretty similar.
Yeah.
We was pretty matched up on a lot of things. Just a couple of late game executions, and that was it.
All right. Going to the top contributors. Who you got for your top contributors for this game?
So, top contributors. We was very, very critical of this guy on the last show. So I'm gonna start my shout out with Quentin Johnston,
Yes.
off rip, catching the ball, getting smacked,
What he say? What he said?
smacked, and holding on to the ball. I don't think I done been so proud, so happy. This cat all season, then watching him catch that ball, get hit, hold on to it, and convert.
And convert, man. He held on for his dear life, bro.
Yeah, he
held-
did, and
and I
took a
was
mean
like-
one. He took a mean one.
He did. He definitely did.
He needs some milk.
I
Ow.
swear, I swear. As soon as I saw that, I said, "Oh Lord, he did." Somebody
did.
called the ambulance. He ain't gonna make. He ain't gonna make it out of here. I was like, man, I just knew he wasn't about to get up, but he popped back up, went back to the huddle. I said, "Okay, we here."
He showed up, man. He had 5 catches for 48, and it was a lot of crucials. He had that touchdown, that nice, beautiful touchdown. But you could tell that he went into the lab and he went to work. He was focused that game.
You
I don't
think
know
he
whatever-
tapped into the show last week?
I think so. I think
You
he
know-
did. I
you
think he
know,
listened
so
to
you
us
think-
and he heard my speech and he heard my cry and he heard your words. He heard your words telling him
Of
catch the ball.
encouragement. Of
Catch the ball.
encouragement.
Cute. Like you a first round draft
Yeah,
pick.
you-
Obviously you're good.
encouragement.
You're good at something. Execute it. And you did.
Mm-hmm.
You did. You showed up. You was, man. You ran into a freight train and you knew you was gonna get hit and you caught it.
Crossing
Remember-
route, middle of the field.
I know the hit coming. The
Yeah.
least I could do was catch it, and he did that.
Yeah, and
did
and I mean for all intents and purposes, personal foul because he was defenseless or whatever, and he still held on like this. That was. I mean, at the end of the day, it showed some. I hate to use the football word grit, but he showed some toughness, man. That I didn't really know that he had in him like that until yesterday. So for me, Quentin Johnston, top contributor. Hell of a response to the week before.
Because weeks.
Weeks
before.
but I try to have a short memory, so I'm only going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Focus on the right now. Hell of a way to show up. You did your thing. Who you got?
Mine's. I'm gonna go with Stone Smartt. I'm gonna go. The reason being, bro, you like the 4th tight end on a roster. Usually a special teams
Did
guy.
we know him before yesterday?
Hell no. Nobody knew that dude. Like,
Did we know him
no,
before yesterday?
nobody knew
You know
him.
what I'm saying?
Nobody knew him. But to go down to lose 2 of our high contributing tight ends, Drizzly and I can't say his name. I'm gonna just say Jalen. To lose them both, Ragnar.
Yeah.
To lose them both, and then you come in where, for one, I know you wasn't getting the snaps in practice. You was in the room, you watching film, but you ain't getting the snaps in practice. To go out there and make 3 big catches.
Big
He
time.
made 3 big time catches to go.
time.
God was like, who the fuck is 84?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Big time.
I had to Google. I had to get the Google out. But
I got my
yes,
boy in the parking lot on the way in the arena. You know what I'm saying? And way in the stadium. Hey, you play tight end? He's like, I
I
dabble.
do a little song. I
Yeah, a
dabble. I
little razzle
dabble.
dazzle, and they
You know,
got my boy uniform, and he is.
and that's the I want to say that's like he played in a couple games. He played against Kansas City the first time. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
no, he didn't. He didn't play against them the first time. He played last week against Atlanta, and I think he played in another game. But he showed up big time. That's who I'm going with, a top contributor and a key um, for for that Kansas City. It's because it's a lot of good takeaways as well as bad takeaways. But
For
when you
sure.
play it, when you to be down at halftime against Kansas City in Kansas City and to close the gap and execute your game plan, it's a lot of great takeaways from that. And to have to get as many injuries, we already was down lad.
Mm-hmm.
So that our best receiver was out. Then two of our tight ends go out.
Let's not forget Dobbins.
Yeah, and then yes, our running back is out.
Mm-hmm.
And for you guys to step up in that way, because last
I
week,
think you really just saw like it's. I'm not. Y'all let me know. You know what you think, but is it really the coaching? Because it's like with the unit that was out there yesterday was still winnable, and we missing key personnel, and we was still in that game. So I don't know if it's the coaching, if the outcome is different if we have just a couple of those players. You know, maybe Dobbins and just Lad. If it's a different outcome with both of them on the field, but I think just in general, you know, coaching really make a difference, man. Like I don't think
yeah,
it can be overstated enough what Harbaugh is doing over there, and just to remind everybody this was supposed to be a rebuild year for us, and super competitive, extremely competitive. Like every
mm-hmm.
game is a game. Like we haven't. I mean, I guess depending on how you define bad loss, but we don't have like no blowouts,
No
no,
blowouts. It's
yeah,
every
nothing crazy. They all come down to the wire. They're all interested in, and I think if you a fan, if you've been a fan of the Chargers, this is what it's been. Like this is
mm-hmm.
this is what it is for us. This is why for me personally, why I just love being a fan, because it's every week we're on this roller coaster, right? You know what I mean? Some days, we on the up, and it's like, oh man, this is the best feeling. And some days it's like, we was like right there.
we like
Ooh.
Yep. So, we so close. And that's just really what being a fan is. That's what lightning strike is all
yeah,
about. You know what I mean? This the ride we on.
all day, all day, every day. But like you said, man, I think to look at this team when you lay this team out on paper and going into this season, they ain't even supposed to be wet right here.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't supposed to be number 6 in the playoffs. Like you
This
said,
is
this is a rebuilding year. They're new coaching staff. You got a lot of young players. You don't know what you got. You walking into this. But I can tell you what's gonna happen. The sad thing about this is that we're so good so early. You know what's gonna happen? Especially the defense. You know what's gonna happen, bro? And
price
this
gonna
is
go up.
this is no the off season. This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna lose Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator. We're gonna lose him.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. There is no way that guy is going to not be a head coach in the NFL next season. There's no way. His first season in the NFL, he came over with Harbaugh from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
His first season in the NFL, and you got the best defense
Number one
in
defense in the league.
the
Number one
NFL.
scoring defense
Yes,
in the league.
yes, and it's a bunch of young guys. You got two, Bosa and Mac are the leaders of this defense. And then you got Bud Dupree and Dorian James. I'm sorry, those three: Dorian James, Mac, and Bosa are the heart and soul of Chargers defense. And then you sprinkle in Bud Dupree and Hanley, and he's a young guy. He's a
Mm-hmm.
young linebacker,
Tui.
and like, but Jesse Mentor got these dudes balling. Duran James was out suspended for several games, and the secondary was still cutting up,
Mm-hmm.
still enforcing the no-fly zone,
And it's
and
still some people out on the defensive side of the ball. Still
yes,
missing Perryman, Sante Samuel
yep,
Jr. So it's like there's still some weapons to be had on the defensive side, and still got the number one. So again, we talked about it earlier, just coaching.
yeah,
You know what
and
I
he's
mean? Like,
gone, bro.
yeah,
He's gone.
coaching just in general.
He,
So
we better enjoy him while he's there, because he will not be in the Chargers shirt on the sideline next season. He will be a head coach of NFL football team. I promise you. I'm willing. I'm willing to bet $100.
mm,
Anybody, put it in the comments if you don't believe Jesse Mentor is going to be a head coach somewhere next season, because he's doing an incredible job in his first season in the NFL.
can't be as overstated for sure doing his
With
thing.
with the young guys that he got, he's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
You know, you see four names on that and just to one last, you see four names on that defense that you know: Bosa, Mack, Dupree, James. That's what you know. If you look down on paper, if I gave you a paper and I said, "Hey, what you think?" You'll go, "Oh, those four guys right there stick out." You know them
Mm-hmm.
because they made a name for themselves. But you got what, seven other guys,
Yeah.
and he's got them playing ball, man. But what else you got? What's your final thoughts on the on top contributors?
Um, I gave my flowers to QJ. Uh, you gave yours to the tight end. I still don't even know, buddy.
Now why would you play ball with me?
So
Just
um,
mind out.
definitely, I mean, I agree with your top contributor. He definitely did his thing, and so like I said, just um, good game
Yep.
for both of them.
QJ did not do this though.
Oh, I didn't see it. He dropped it.
He didn't get it. He didn't drop it. But all right, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next topic.
For
Gots
sure.
to do more. Who do you got, Brody? Who do you got?
So I can, man. I'm a starter on the offensive side of the ball. Like Gus, Gus. Um, I'm gonna give you the Quentin Johnston speech. We need you, Gus. We need you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? This your time to shine. You're gonna get all the handoffs. Like I need you to be a dog, man. Hit this gap and get busy. Like you know what I'm saying? We just need you to fall forward 2 yards, 3 yards. A lot of these handoffs be no gain, bro. Like we and these is the same play Dobbins is running and going crazy. So it's like I really going into Tampa into the Tampa Bay game this week, man. We need to be able to establish early our
Early.
running game.
Yes.
Not second half, not second quarter. You know, first two drives, two possessions, whatever the case may be. We need to establish that run early. So my gots to do more is gonna start with Gus.
All right. I'm with that. My gots to do more is Palmer. I just say you got to run faster and harder. That's all I want. You had 9 targets, so that you're getting passes thrown to you, Palmer. You're a big part of this offense. You had 6 catches for 78 yards. I respect that. That's a good game.
Yeah,
But you had I've seen in several games where
left money on the board.
you left money on the board in stride. And again, like, you got to run more. You just run fast. That's all I ask. Run, Forrest, run. Just do it, bro. And who I gotta give a shout out. I know this ain't a got to do more. We forgot it last game, but you know we had a who sighting?
Who?
Who caught a pass in the game?
Um.
DJ Chalk
Oh, we did have a Chark sighting. Like
had a Chalk sighting, man.
Chark sighting.
I was excited about that. I was excited about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really, when I seen him catch that, I was like, man, I thought he was gonna
Definitely.
play some more snaps. That look at Palmer. If you don't want to catch deep ball, we could put Chalk out there and
And let him go crazy.
let him go crazy
Send him on that seam route and air it out.
because because Palmer on these deep routes, bro.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Every time, bro. Every time he air it out. I'm like, just run, and it just don't look like he's running fast enough.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he come up he come out his break too early, like every time. And it's like if he was just in a go route or all out go, it's like that ball would be there in stride. But I feel like he let up always. I don't know if it's like when he turned to look back to see if it's coming and it's already on the way, and just the timing um, of what it is for him. But obviously we was at the Ravens game. We saw a very similar thing. It's like, man, my man is got his guy beat. It's like if you just in an all out sprint still, that ball would be there, and it's
Yeah,
six. Um,
it's six.
we
Look,
watching you put the moves
you
on D
open,
backs.
bro. You open.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
hey,
watching you.
hey. Another thing we forgot to talk about when you talked about QJ. You see on that pass interference, and you called it. You said
Mm,
all he got to do is whenever A-Bat throws the ball up, if he just goes and try to make a play on the ball, it's a pass interference every time. What he got? That
yeah,
was a
it was.
big
It
pass
was
interference.
huge,
That was
huge,
huge. He did exactly what you said.
huge.
If
This
he
is
just
the
makes a play on the ball.
bro. This is the Philip Rivers playbook.
Yep.
Philip Rivers was just historically known for big time play. We need it. He gonna put that ball to where it's a jump ball for his receiver, and it's like the D back gonna have to make a play, and it ain't many great D backs
All I could do was
one
watch
on one
movies.
That's
that's
it.
that's gonna be able to defend when it's a jump ball. They gonna do something. You know what I mean? So and that's why he was one of my top contributors, because I just watched him kind of do everything that we just talked about
Hmm.
last week on the last show. But definitely just making a play on the ball makes a difference, man. When you aggressive and you try to go get it, um, we saw the same thing, on the opposite end with Juju, did the same thing. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Jumps in the air and just tries to get it. Buddy is in no man's land trying to defend it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He
Because
just even
you're running, you're sprinting, you're in a dead
exactly.
sprint because it was a beautiful move that he
Mm-hmm.
put on him. It was a double move. And he jumped. I was surprised. I was like, man, he had to listen to the show because you said it last. He had to listen to the show, man. QJ, if you listen
Shouts
to the
out to
show, bro,
QJ, man, for tapping in and lighting the
yeah,
strike.
bro,
You know
like
what I'm saying?
come on, so we could do an interview, baby.
You know
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying? We appreciate you, but that was big. And if he does that every game, that's a pass interference. Easy,
Mm-hmm.
easy, man,
Too big of a
easy.
body, man, not to put pressure on smaller D backs to make a play. You know what I mean? This guy is 6'3", 6'3", 6'4", something like that or whatever. It's like, bro, these smaller D backs ain't supposed to be able to keep up with you
Nope.
at full
'Cause
extension. You know what I mean? Jumping like, nah, man, come on,
he supposed to be like
LeBron James, LeBron
man.
James, LeBron James.
on every jump ball. He's six
Everyone,
four.
yeah,
He's
like
6'4".
go get that
But
thing.
my final thought on got to do more. I just want the OC Greg Roman to open up the playbook
Mm-hmm.
to do some more RPOs since we're not running with our backs. Do some RPOs, soften up the rush, the pass rush, and then I want you to open up that play action downfield and let him bomb. We averaging like one or two bombs a game. When you got the kid with the biggest one of the biggest arms next to, I think Josh Allen probably got the biggest arm, and A-Bear's right next to him. And you just let him sling that thing, man. Let him sling it, bro. Just go downfield, man. Put Palmer, bring Chalk in, do some trips, and just let him go down the field.
Some double move action.
Yeah,
Get
and let
people
him go.
looking. And,
Let Ladd work the middle on the route,
mm-hmm.
and let them boys blow off the top, man. I Greg, if you listen to the show, hey man, that's a free one. That's a free one because the next one,
Put your pussy lips on live, I'll give you $1,000.
that's what it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you $1,000. It's gonna
Plays
cost you
by
$1,000.
Nova Fresh, man. You heard it here first
Yeah.
on Lightning Strike. You know what I'm saying? Playbook advice from Nova Fresh. That's how
All right.
that's how we coming all season.
So we moving along to to the next one, man. And this is the good one. This is a good one.
Lightning Strike game MVP. Okay. I'll let you start this one off. Let's see who you got for your Lightning Strike game MVP.
I'm gonna go. Mine's is gonna be none other. I mean, it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy. I hate to be stereotypical, but I think that he deserves it. Justin Hebert. He got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He went down twice. He got up and he showed his grit, and he stayed in the fight. Like he stayed in the. He was get. They was teeing off on him.
They was
Chris Johnson almost ended his life. I mean, I was like, I really thought it was done. I thought he was done, bro. I mean, I was like, did you block him?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Because when they showed the replay, he didn't block him. And all I said when A-Bell went down was, I was that concerned, but I think he showed grit, poise,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
he got back in there the second. He left in the second quarter. Taylor came out, had to just get us to the end of the half. You came back out, ready, fired it up. All right, so that's definitely my Lightning Strike MVP.
Shout out to Justin Herbert, man. Lightning Strike MVP. For me, I'm a stick with my top contributor. Cause while Justin Herbert, I think we expect that from him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you've already alluded to, one of the top quarterbacks in the league, man. And he gonna need the playoff wins to really break into that echelon of probably respect and being revered, like some of the people in his class and just some of the other quarterbacks in the league. So that's still up to come. But like I said, we expect that from Justin Herbert. Week in, week out. What we don't expect is Quentin Johnston catching the ball.
Catch the ball. So
we don't expect that. You know what I mean? We kind of just like, it's a good pass, and next time we get him next
3.
time. Yeah,
He get
next
3.
time we get him next time. But my boy caught the ball, got smacked, got up, caught some more balls, caught a touchdown, and then ultimately the pass interference called by going to go make a play on the ball. So talent was on full display. Just kind of like proving that you belong, bro. You're supposed to be here. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is what we drafted you for. But like I said last week, for all intents purposes, you are wide receiver 1. You gotta act like it. Be that dog, man. Like if you trying to make a play on the ball, bro, you are too big for anybody. I won't say anybody.
You're gonna win that. You're gonna win that jump ball.
For most people to cover you. So my Lightning Strike MVP goes to Quentin Johnston. Shout out, man. Like I said, sounds like, or it looks like you was tuned in to the show. So
I think it was, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy was looking like
keep looking, keep looking, keep listening, and keep doing your thing on the field, man. We love to see it, and
all respects.
Yeah,
all respects,
absolutely.
That's definitely, and I you're right. And I agree with it. I agree with your MVP. That's a solid pick. That's a solid pick. That's a solid pick because he did show up. You know, he had 5 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown,
And a tutty.
and a crucial pass interference.
Mm-hmm.
So he did have that, man. He did have that. So
Yes, sir.
that's your final thought on that. Do you got any final thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's it for me. My MVP for Lightning Strike MVP. 3 bolts.
Fire it up, man.
Yeah, 3.
He get
Yes,
3
sir.
strikes, man.
There it is. 3 bolts.
Yes, there it is. MVP.
For
Got
sure.
you. So moving on to the next subject, man. We're gonna have to talk about our playoff outlook, bro.
For sure.
Yes.
Our playoff seeding, man, is yesterday's loss didn't do us no favors. For sure, we're
Went
in
from
a
5 to 6.
3-way tie. Us, Ravens, Broncos. Next Thursday is gonna be huge. Gonna be electric, pun intended.
And it's the last home game.
Yeah,
man.
so
it's the last home game.
It's so much emotion, so much implications riding on that game, and a lot to prove on both sides. Denver, we beat Denver earlier in the season, so they looking to get their lick back.
It's a different team, though, man.
Yeah,
a
it's
different
definitely
team.
they done found their rhythm. Bo Nix is out there looking solid.
Listen to
for-
Sean Payton, man. He got the quarterback whisper.
Yeah, as a rookie QB, man, he looking real solid out there. Real poised. Under pressure. So, gotta stay tuned in. Stay locked into what's going on with those two teams, man. Because like I said, it's us Ravens, and Denver Broncos, whatever. So we gonna see what it look like, but we can't get too ahead of ourselves, man. We really need Sunday.
No. Every these next 4 games, we got to go 4-0.
Yeah.
We got to go 4-0. The
I
only
would
thing that
definitely like to
separates
see that.
the only thing that's separating us from the 7th seed right now is we beat the Broncos. We're both 8-5.
Yep. All
We're
of us are
tied.
8-5.
The only thing that
Yeah, Ravens is 8-5
we
too.
got the dub.
Yeah, so it's AFC, man, is a wild place right now. Not just AFC West, but just the AFC in general, man. You watching Pittsburgh do their thing, Buffalo drop one yesterday in a
And
shootout.
that was it. Yeah, that was it. You can't like Buffalo has the ultimate home field advantage, bro.
Yeah.
And like you cannot. I don't care. They're Buffalo, so I'm glad you dropped. But because if we got to go to Buffalo, we gonna be in trouble.
And nobody want a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody want a part of it. That's not a good type of football right now.
Nah,
And-
not no winter football in Buffalo, definitely. And being a coastal, warm weather team, we saw San Francisco a couple of weeks ago go in there, lose McCaffrey, just got trounced in Buffalo. They look cold. They played cold. Meanwhile, Josh Allen is hop, skipping, and jumping all over the place. He done threw a touchdown, rushed a touchdown, and got a receiving touchdown all in the same game.
6. Do you think he locked up MVP?
No, I can't say locked up because Saquon still going crazy.
Bananas. Saquon is carrying the Eagles. Jalen Hurts ain't even. Man, I looked down. I had Jalen Hurts in the prize pick. Carolina Panthers. 211 yards. I'm like,
what Jalen do?
you got AJ Brown, you got Smith. That boy throwing 70 yards, 70 freaking yards, bro.
What Jalen
70 yards.
Hurts out there doing?
70 yards. How you throw 70 yards against the Panthers, bro?
And they almost
Like,
lost. For real.
Your own receiver, like, So what? They just won a game and it's a blowout, and he still talk about we could pass better.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
We
the,
could
at the
pass better.
AFC, like I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot going on. Um, Pittsburgh could still move up, so Buffalo's not even safe in regards to that.
It's not.
Ravens,
They tripping,
Ravens, us, Denver. So that's gonna come down to the wire.
man.
You still got some of these other AFC teams that mathematically are still in it, and just depending on what can happen. So yeah, man, we got to
The
finish
Colts,
strong.
the Colts are still in it. Dolphins are still in it.
Hmm.
Beagles just won.
Yeah, both of
So
them won
they're
yesterday. Miami won in OT yesterday.
so yeah, so they're still in it, and we need to close out. We don't need to do the typical Charger thing
Don't you say that?
where, yeah, you're right. I know
Don't you?
we're not
Don't
gonna
you?
do
Don't you say that to me?
it. I got to give myself one of these.
Yeah.
Boy, if you don't get
Yeah, don't you say that to me.
But now we got 4 games.
Yeah,
4 games. We got to execute to perfection, man. Play football. Play some good, solid football on both ends. On both ends.
all
I
phases.
like
All
I
phases.
like if we can carry the momentum that we had in the second half of the Chiefs game, carry it over to next week, and that hunger and that desire and that will to win, we're gonna be good.
Yes, yes.
We're gonna be good.
It's I mean, it's man, like we already talked about, defense is doing a thing. So defense. I believe in the defense wholeheartedly. You just got to keep doing a thing, keep playing lights out back there, keep shutting it down, and just keeping them scores to 3 to give offense a chance to get out there and do something and just be productive, man. We just got to produce. We got to convert third down attempts. We got to produce, and it starts. I mean, we back at it on Sunday. Against Tampa Bay. So
We got 2 games, 2 games in a week, bro. 2 significant and very important games that we gotta win. Look, we gotta we have to beat the Broncos. We gotta beat the Buccaneers first, and then we get to the Broncos.
yeah,
I
I don't even want to like. We done talked about the Broncos, but I ain't Baker
Yeah,
can
we-
Baker on any day. And so it's like we gotta get through them. You know what I mean?
Every
and-
game counts.
Yeah.
Every game counts, regardless of division. We ain't winning the division game, so we ain't winning the division. I'm sorry, we're not winning the division. Chiefs already got it locked up, so AFC West, we could just forget about it. But what these next four games are very crucial to us staying alive in this playoff and staying above everybody else. Getting to that possible, the highest we can go is number 5. Right? Maybe 4 Texans lose the South, or if they drop down in the South. But 4 is very well. We can get to number 4. The highest we can go number 4. We can't get higher than that unless Pittsburgh and the Bills just the bottom fall out.
Yeah.
But we have to ensure that we get a home game.
I
We need to
think
get a home game for the Krauts.
for our playoff experience or lack thereof and confidence boost, if we could start it in SoFi and just make ourselves believers that we supposed to be here and that we can compete and stuff like that and come out of there with a W, I think we'd be all right.
What I'm asking
Uh-oh.
everybody, this is my final thought, and this is what I'm asking everybody on this. These next 2 home games, we need to sell out SoFi. We need to create a playoff atmosphere these next two weeks, these next 2 games for our guys. We
Go
have
crazy.
to create a playoff atmosphere inside SoFi and show the world and show the players, give them the energy and support, sell it out.
And
Call
we
the Blue
know it
Cross
can
everything.
be done because
It can.
that Cincinnati game, was insane, and that Ravens game was insane.
It's
Like it was like as loud as I didn't think I didn't
we need
heard
it
it in so
louder.
long.
We need to we every Charger fan need to wake up. We need you for these next two home games to create this playoff atmosphere for our guys. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, we gotta get it fired up for the boys. It gotta be lightning strikes all through that everywhere, bro. Everywhere. That's all we gotta hear the whole time. Fire the cannon. Fire the cannon.
Yeah, for real.
Let's
Get my
go.
little third quarter um little homie that they put on the big screen, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yes.
bring him out in the first
Yes.
quarter. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even
Yes.
gotta wait to the third quarter, third, fourth quarter
Fourth quarter. Nope.
for him
Bring
to
him
hype
out.
him up. Shirt off, first
Nope.
quarter, let's go. Go crazy.
Let's go.
Right out the gate.
All Yes, sir.
If
So
you a Chargers fan, man, and you done been to SoFi, you know what I'm talking about. Shouts out to that little kid they put on screen, fourth quarter every game, little hype video or whatever. My boy be going crazy. Little bird chest be out and everything, man. He be amped though. He be charging the crowd up for sure.
yeah. So this goes into our next topic, man. Lightning vision, bro. Lightning vision, bro. So, like I alluded to, a part of that lightning vision, guys, is we need the stands. We need the fans in the stands. We need fans in the stands, point blank, period, creating a playoff atmosphere for our guys, giving them that energy so that they can go out here and just everybody, everybody.
Definitely can't let more people from Tampa Bay travel
No,
halfway or
no.
all the way across the continental United States and have more of a presence in SoFi than people who live right here at the game. So that's one. But these Bronco fans, I know is coming to SoFi. That's a quick trip. You know what I mean? Like whatever. I don't know what the connection is, but Cali and Denver or LA and Denver got something going on. A lot of people emancipate from uh, Los Angeles to Denver for whatever reason, and look for a reason to come back. So I know that those Denver fans will be at SoFi next Thursday. We gotta beat them there. We got
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
we gotta beat them there. You know what I'm saying? In seats, ready to go. You know what I
Going like
mean?
this.
Turn up.
Hey,
Turn,
Brody.
turn me up. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I like that for the lead off of the Lightning Vision. I would say, as far as is strategy go, man. Establish that. We talked about it earlier, man. Establishing that run.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's a trend that's been going on for us for the last couple of games. We saw it in the Ravens game. Obviously, because that's the game J.K. Dobbins got hurt. We came out after the second half and just wasn't able to move the ball at all on the ground. So we definitely and then we saw that again first half against Kansas City. So we really in combination with opening up that playbook, definitely establishing a run or some type of short down presence so we can stay ahead of the sticks. We stand out of these third and 11s, third and 12s. We got to be smart
Yep.
with our penalties. You know what I mean? A lot of careless penalties and just mistimed stuff. You know, lack of discipline, whatever you want to call it. But we can't give none of these teams that we about to play in the next couple of weeks nothing. Like they gonna have to take everything from us. Give them nothing. Take.
Facts. That's facts, brother. And you're right. The run game and the reason why the run game is so crucial that we got to establish that because you're gonna need that in the playoffs. You're gonna need to slow the clock down because every possession in the playoffs, you're not getting these 9, 10 possession games that you get now. Come playoffs, you probably get 5 or 6.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So you got to be able to extend those drives. You got to
Mm-hmm.
get the first and second down. You got to get in those third and, like you said, those third and short situations. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. Drive. You want to take that long drive down the field and execute some points, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, preferably a touchdown. But
Yeah, definitely,
that
definitely.
run game leaves gives you the opportunity to milk the clock and take possessions out of the other team hands. That is what you like. Passing game is there for to get those big plays when they
Mm-hmm.
start stacking nine in the box because you're running and to keep them honest. But if you going out there passing every down, you're gonna be off the field and giving the other team
Yeah, them
possessions.
them three and outs. A lot of
No.
times we get caught up in that passing game, three and out, and the defense is back on the field quick,
Yep.
and we asking them, and for what it's worth, they've been towing the line all season. You know what I mean? Getting back on the field in these three and out quick
You're
situations,
killing me, Smalls.
and getting us the ball back, and or you know what I mean, resulting in 3 points, regardless of like the field position. But we
Yep.
would like it that they get a little extended breather, and we able to convert some of these plays just and help and apply that same effect, that same metric to the other team. Right, our time of possession goes up. Their defense is on the field for an extended amount of time. Now they tired. Now they careless. Now they're making the mistakes, and putting them back in on the field quickly. So definitely, 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 just got to be smart, man. In our strategy and our approach, and I think that's ultimately lightning vision. Trends that's got to be set.
Big time, brother. So what's your final thoughts on this on our lightning vision? What is your
Um,
final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Um, just touching on the Chiefs game, man. Like I said, I talked about it earlier, on the offensive side of the ball, or on the overall state of the Chargers. You know what I mean? Just the coaching. I think yesterday's game, like, yeah, we would have liked for it to end it a different way, with a win, but I think we have seen the overall effect of Jim Harbaugh, because minus some significant injuries to the team, we were still competitive. We were still in that game. You talked
We have
about
four
the
key
the
injuries.
yeah, you talked about the defensive coordinator side of the ball and how he's been playing lights out all season. We literally lost by a field goal to the best team in the league
I mean, you can't.
in a rebuild year. I mean, like, I know there are no there's no moral victories in sports. You know what I mean? But if there's some takeaways, if there's some things that I am encouraged about moving forward, like, it is the Chiefs. You know what I mean? For
All
two-time
intents
Super
and
Bowl,
purposes
yeah, two-time Super Bowl
at
champions,
home, at
11 and
home,
1. You know what I mean?
at
11
home.
and 1 at home, and we lost by a field goal, um, in a very competitive game. So that's my final thought, recap for just the Chiefs game, and then moving forward, Sunday we've already hyped up how we expect to see fans, and so far doing our thing, but also for us, Lightning Strike gonna be live on location, shooting content, excuse me, interacting with the fans, having a
Yes.
good time. So come out, tap in with us. Um, it's gonna be a good time, man. I'll let you talk about it a little more and what you looking forward to.
Um. So for me, we are going to be engaging with everybody. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to have food. We're
Talk
going to
about it.
have we're going to have Brody up there frying up the fish and DJing. So it's going to be a good time.
A
Stop by
dog.
us, and don't worry, we coming to you. But stop by us by the tent and check us out, man. Check us out. Subscribe, like, share. Give us some feedback. Give us some things, some topics that you want us to touch up on, that you feel that we need. But be ready for your history trivia, because we're gonna have some trivia games to give away some
Yes,
Amazon gift
sir.
cards
Yes,
to you
sir.
guys. So please, when you see us out there, we coming.
Yes,
We
sir.
coming. And we're engaging with you guys. We enjoy doing this, and we want your feedback. We want your input. We want y'all. We're gonna open up phone lines. We're gonna get that number up. We're gonna have it out there. We're gonna give y'all the number so y'all leave us voicemails, and we're gonna play them on the show. And we're gonna try to. One thing we're gonna try to do for sure is give you two shows a week. One is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the recap show, and one is gonna be the going into the game show.
Pre-game.
Yep,
Pre-game.
pretty much. So look forward to seeing y'all next Sunday out at the tailgate.
If
It's
you
going.
in the
It's live.
LA area, surrounding areas, pull up on us, man.
Get to the game.
Yeah,
Get to the game.
definitely get to the game. That we
Get
started
to the game.
negotiations with. Get to the game. Get inside the stadium. Like you know what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like that. That should be where we started. That's where we started at. Get inside the game. But if you in the LA surrounding areas, man, and
Hey, Brody.
you need something to do, pull up on us, man. Come out, support. It's gonna be a good time regardless.
Yes.
We gonna
Chop it
make it
up
a
with
good
us.
time. Yeah, if you know me or you know what I'm saying, Nova Fresh, we gonna have a good time. Anyway. And we would love to have a good time with y'all. So he already talked about all the things that we gonna be offering, providing, and just setting the vibe for sure. Probably like no other people out there. So if you in the area, pull up on us. It's gonna be a good time. It is the Life Podcast.
You already know, man. You
Yes,
already know.
sir.
So, you got any final things to say to the people?
Just man, I'm excited about the podcast. I know you are. A lot of things in the works, but we're definitely accepting, all the feedback, all the constructive criticism. We want to get better. We want to provide content that you guys are looking for. So if you got any ideas, any type of topics that you would like to see us dive a little more into, more subscriber engagement or whatever the case may be, man, hit us.
I'm telling you, once I get the phone lines up, man, I'm gonna expect you guys to call in, leave us some voicemails, or call in live. But most importantly, we're gonna give you two shows. You got that? We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be out there at the home games. Expect us at the home games tailgating Sunday and Thursday. So come up to the tent, holler at us, give us y'all feedback, subscribe, like, share the channel, help us grow it. Get out there, get our voices out there, and most importantly, engage with us because we engage back and we're looking for that engagement from everybody. We love this. We love the Chargers. We love what we're doing, and we have fun while we're doing it. All right, and that's all I got, man. We out
There
of
it
this
is.
thing.
Both
Oh
gang
boy,
don't bang, baby.
already.
Yeah.